Greetings. I'm Lori Templeman with Lincoln City Parks and Recreation. This is a taste of Qi Gong. Qi Gong is one of the oldest exercise formats in history. It's been practiced for thousands of years. Qi Gong is a gentle exercise that allows us to cultivate our life force or our internal energy, helping to keep us healthy and strong. This video will sample a few gentle exercises we can do just about anywhere. The first element is our setup. Let's focus on our Qi Gong stance. We can step out about shoulder distance apart. Our spine is long and upright, and we soften our knees a little, sinking down in our horse stance, as if we're riding a horse. The amount of bend in our knees should be comfortable for you right now. With our arms by our side, let's focus on our breathing. We inhale through our nose like we're smelling a rose. And exhale, we're blowing out through our mouth with a gentle force like we're blowing out a candle. Pursing our lips. Trying a few practice breaths, we're bringing in energy and then releasing and sinking. Adding in a gentle movement, our opening and closing hands. Floating our hands up in front, turning our fingers up like we're holding a ball with our fingers just below our chin. As we inhale, expanding the ball to the width of our shoulders and pushing the ball, squeezing it a little to the width of our head. Inhale, open, expand. And close, pushing in, like there's a magnetic field or a gentle force as we pull the ball apart and press against it. Shoulders nice and relaxed. We're loose and expanding through our joints internally. Let's do one more as we open, close, reaching forward, and slowly our hands float down by our side. We're going to try opening, closing hands again with a little more focus on our breath and the circulation of our energy. In Qi Gong, our energy is stored in our Tien. The Tien is located in our abdomen, about 3 finger widths below our navel and 3 finger widths inside. I like to think of it as an internal ball of energy that lives there. Our energy originates from our center and branches out into our extremities. When we do our gentle breathing for Qi Gong, we are beginning at the Tien, letting the energy rise and expand into the rest of our body, and then it sinks and comes back into the Tien, which is also the center of our gravity, which will help us with our balance. If we practice the breath, we inhale through our nose, and as we exhale, making a gentle contraction in our lower abdomen. We can feel the muscles contract anytime that we cough or if we're laughing really hard and we feel tight through there. You can also imagine there's a sponge in our lower abdomen and we're squeezing a little water out of the sponge, about a 30% contraction. Let's try that with our opening, closing hands and see if we can notice a difference. With our hands by our side, commence. Hands flowing up. holding our ball. Then inhale, open. Exhale, contract through the pelvic floor, blowing out through our mouth. Try it again. Three more breaths. Reaching forward and hands down by our side. Our next exercise I like to call paint the wall, as that's what the movement resembles. As we focus on moving our qi, circulating our energy throughout our body, will allow our qi to rise and sink, practicing the principle of riding the horse and softening our knees. Beginning with our hands by our side, and as we inhale, floating our hands up in front to about shoulder height, and then our hands lower down by our side, bending our knees a little bit. Inhaling, rising up, we paint the wall with our fingernails, and paint the wall on the way down with our fingerprints. Feeling the energy rising, you can stand a little taller, and sink, softening down, lowering the energy back toward our Tien. Anytime we finish an exercise, it's always nice to settle into a starting position again and just take a moment to settle and allow the qi to circulate, and then we can always shake out and prepare for the next exercise. Let's do our yin-yang harmony, which is again a circulation of our qi energy rising up through our body and moving back down toward our Tien. We start in the same standing position. As we inhale, lifting our hands up in front, lowering down. Our hands come up along our torso, out to the front, and back around and down. And this continues in a continual loop, allowing energy to rise, moving around and sinking down. This next sequence celebrates the 5 elements: earth, metal, water, wood, and fire. 1 movement per element. As we begin, let's find our starting position. For earth, our hands flow up. As they come down, we can form a soft triangle with our hands in front of our Tien, raising up in front and lowering down. For metal, we make a large ball, a little larger than our opening and closing hands, expanding out and pressing back in. For water, our hands join back together as before, rising as we inhale, sinking into a mini squat, bending our knees as we exhale. Again, it's the amount of bend in our knees that's comfortable right now. For wood, we join our palms together in front of our navel, drawing a circle up toward chest height, our thumbs joined together, and then circling back down. Forming our ball with our left hand on the top in front of our left shoulder. For fire, pulling the ball apart, pushing back up, mostly moving our lower hand. Rolling our ball over to our right side to continue. Our hands come forward and down, rising up slowly. In all of our Qigong movements, we can traditionally do everything in multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9 repetitions, but you can ultimately do the number that feels most comfortable. As we prepare to close, let's massage our Qi channels. Our hands come up around our head, down the back of our body, and up in front. Just running our hands gently along our body. As we rise, our hands come into a semicircle, hugging a tree, a moment of meditation. And as we put our Qi away, our hands lifting up, sinking down through center, gathering up the energy we generated, sinking it back to our Tien, helping us feel more grounded, energized, and healthy. And as we step in, our right hand forms a fist to represent strength. Our left fingers extended and joined together to represent friendship. And our loose left thumb is for humility, placing our hand over our fist, and that's our traditional Wushu greeting. It's excellent to open and close every practice with this greeting. Thank you for joining me. I encourage you to practice, repeat, and explore how to circulate your energy and generate life force.